revenge, somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I...
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
All day, baby, all day.
Shot, 280!
Mike is 59, Mike to 59.
Sunday!
Throwing on first is Wentz. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Kill.
They'll try the left side. Irwin. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 18. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. I can't believe they
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. There's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Check. Fresno.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, it's Tate. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back. Waiting. Other side, solid.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Isabella. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw, it's Wentz. This is the tight end Fant. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Check.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. Tighten up.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check 26, check 26. Watch twist.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the 1st half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say, the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
On second down now, Irwin. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
This one caught by Isabella. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6.
Working from the gun. Wentz forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, empty.
Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. That's Isabella open on the right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mike,
Here we go. Waiting.
I'm coming.
Into the red zone. Wentz got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the I. On second down, it's Tate, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go, go. Slam, slam, slam. Delta, Delta. Let's put him on the punt.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Murray has the first down and more. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Check three, check three, check three. Alert flare, flare.
They'll run with Cook, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in the 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
To throw is Wentz. Lets it go for Nelson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Cardinals push further out in front. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Joker. Watch twist. Bravo.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. It's caught. Smith. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. The point after is good, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 42, Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Alert 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Throwing now is Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check Mike, not. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Check Mike, not.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And got a man. It's Woods. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook running right, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Match box. What? Check 99.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Airing it out deep for Smith. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Topper!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Tate. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Complete. Smith has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Check it back.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. Extra point up and through. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Over here, over here. Here we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Buddy up, come on. 58, come on. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Lefty, lefty. 81, 81.
Now Wentz. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wentz. Catch is made, it's Harmon. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
At the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 7. Murray, and this one complete to Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Hatchet. He's coming.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point safely through. And that will get them one closer.
56. Vikings 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Wentz going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Murray now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's got Smith here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Let's go. No. Off. Slam. Hot shot.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, my 7.
Check, 59. Yeah.
On first down, Wentz. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now, after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, he's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 50 yards.
Shift! Watch the shift! 61. Match box. Right. Deuce. Save.
Murray now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check 26. Watch twist.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Crunch. You got tight right there.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Go.
Now a give, right side. Tate. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.